Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, meet me again, Aldito Muhamad Zikra from Study Polytechnic Sriwijaya, majoring accounting from classroom review. The topic for this video is pronoun. So let's get started. What is pronoun? A pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun or noun phrase. Pronouns refer to either a noun that has already been mentioned or to a noun that doesn't need to be named specifically. Types of pronoun. The first is personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are used to substitute for a person name. There are two kinds of personal pronouns, subjective and objective pronouns. The subject is I, you, he, she, it, we, they. The second is possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns show ownership or possession of a noun. The subject is my, our, your, his, her, it, their, mine. The third is indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns don't point to particular nouns. We use them when an object doesn't need to be specifically identified. As such, it can remain indefinite. The subject is few, everyone, all, some, anything, nobody. The next is intensive pronouns. Intensive pronouns emphasize or intensify nouns and pronouns. Typically, we find them right after the noun they are intensifying. The pronouns typically end in self or selves. The subject is myself, himself, herself, itself, themselves, yourself, and ourself. The next is relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are used to connect a clause or clause to a noun or pronoun. We often see them when we need to add more information. The subject is who, whom, which, whoever, whoever, whichever, that. The next is demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns take the place of a noun that's already been mentioned. They can be singular or plural. The subject is this, those, this, that, such. Integrative pronouns. Integrative pronouns just do what they say. Though they work in sentences that are posing a question. The subject is who, which, what, where, when. And the last is reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are similar to intensive pronouns. They are used when the subject and the object of a sentence refer to the same person or a thing. The subject is myself, himself, herself, itself, themselves, yourself, and ourselves. Rules of pronouns. For this part, it will take a lot of time because it's a little bit longer, so keep on watching. Subject pronouns are used when the pronoun is the subject of the sentence. You can remember subject pronoun easily by filling in the blank subject space for a simple sentence. Subject pronouns are also used if they rename the subject. They will follow to be verbs such as is, are, was, were, am, will be, had been, and etc. This rule surprised even language watcher. When who refers to a personal pronoun, it takes the verb that agrees with that pronoun. In addition to subject pronouns, there are also object pronouns, now more specifically as direct object, indirect object, and object of a preposition. For more detail, see the definition of a verb in defining nouns, verbs, and subject section. Object pronouns include me, himself, herself, us, them, and themselves. The pronouns who, that, and which become singular or plural depending on the subject. If the subject is singular, use a singular verb. If it is plural, use a plural verb. Pronouns that are singular. I, he, she, everyone, everybody, either, neither, and etc. Singular verbs. This rule is frequently overlooked when using the pronoun each, either, and neither followed by of. The next is to decide whether to use the subject or object pronoun after the words then or as. Mentally complete the sentence. The possessive pronouns your, his, her, its, our, their, and whose never need apostrophes. Avoid mistake like her and yours. The only time it has an apostrophe is when it is a contraction for it is or it has. The only time whose has an apostrophe is when it means or who is or who has. There is no apostrophe in oneself. Avoid oneself, a common error. Pronouns that end in self or self are called reflexive pronouns. There are 9 reflexive pronouns: myself, yourself, himself, itself, oneself, herself, yourself, and that self. The use of they and their with singular pronouns is frowned upon by many traditionalists. To be consistent, it is a good practice to try to avoid they and its variant. For example, them, their, themselves, with preferably singular nouns or pronouns. The last is when a pronoun is linked with a noun by n, mentally remove the n plus noun phrase to avoid the trouble. For the notes, do not combine a subject pronoun and an object pronoun in phrase like her and I or he and me. Whenever an or links an object pronoun, her and me, and a subject pronoun, he and I, one of those pronouns will always be wrong. For example, incorrect, her and I went home. And for the correct is she and I went home. She went and I went. And that's it. That's all I can say for this video. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys understand. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.